Hello everyone and welcome to my look through the tarot for February 2015. 2015, as I said in my yearly reading, is an 8-year, which is about abundance and power. And boy, have we got off to a start in January. January for a lot of us has been about carrying on and clearing out things which no longer serve us, things which do not resonate with us, things which no longer fit and we know in our heart of hearts are not right for us, even though they may be perfect for other people, and then having the courage to follow through and act from our hearts so we can be authentic. This has certainly happened for me personally in January. There's been changes in the therapies that I have decided to move forward with and offer from now on. I've seen it happening collectively with clients too. There was one particular client who was desperately looking for a new relationship, and they were attracting different people and each one had a little facet of what they wanted. So it was like if person A's personality with person B's temperament and person C's outlook on life, if we could put them all together, I would have the perfect partner. What was actually happening energetically, which came up very strongly in the reading, was this person was still holding on to things from the past, and they literally had their late wife's possessions all around them in the house. So while this person was saying to me, yes, I desperately want a new relationship and I'm ready for one, energetically they were giving out a whole other new message. And until those things are given away to charity, when that person is ready, and they will be ready in the perfect time, until that happens, things will not progress as he wants. And that is so true of everything in life. The whole energy for 2015 is very, very much about the collective, and the image I keep seeing, it's constantly here, is it's literally a jigsaw puzzle. And as we each collectively do our own little bit in our lives, and we're shifting patterns or we're clinging on to patterns, whatever we're doing is right for the moment where we are now. When we're ready to let things go, we will let them go. There does come a point when they have to go and they'll be pulled from us kicking and screaming, but they will fall at the perfect time. And as we're each working on our issues and doing this collectively, the picture is emerging, this bigger picture of the new earth, the new paradigm, the new heaven on earth, whatever you want to call it. It is a cooperative happening which we're all working on together. It literally is our own individual small piece of the jigsaw is making up a bigger piece. Now, in terms of when we do let go of things, it can be painful or it can be easy. Personally, my letting go of things was relatively easy. What was painful was the impact I was then walloped by the people who chose to let my decisions have a bigger impact in their life than it needed to. Instead of accepting that this thing no longer fitted in my life and I was walking away with grace and ease, or as graciously and easefully as I could do, they took great personal offence at it. And I've been ridiculed and vilified, and I know that it's been said I'm in my shadow, and if that is what people choose to believe, that is their belief. They are welcome to it, and I bless them and thank them for being in my life so far, but no more. I guess what I want to get across from this experience is, so long as you're being true to your heart and acting authentically and with love, and are not vilifying anyone or ridiculing their beliefs or telling them you should believe as I do, you should see what is wrong when I've seen things that don't resonate with me, you should see that. As long as you don't do that and you're acting from your heart, that is fine. If others choose to take offence at that, that's their problem, and I'm certainly not going to lose any sleep over it. Having said that, the energy of February is totally different. I've got a lot going on in my life at the moment, and I tried to record this video a couple of days ago when I had a free afternoon, and I couldn't because the energy wasn't right. So I'm having to squeeze this in today in between 1,000 other things. But everything in the perfect moment. So the energy is right now. I also want to work for February in the energy of a spread which I haven't used for quite a while, and it's literally to let the cards tell us the story of February. What's happening energetically? What is the story of the month of February 2015? And how I'm going to do this, I shuffle the cards. I've already set the intention. This is for the collective and the individual. I know there are some people here in England and there are others the other side of the world who will each resonate with exactly what they need to resonate with, and the rest of it will mean nothing and it'll go over their heads, and that is absolutely fine. You take from this what you want, what you feel is right for you, what resonates with you. If it's none of it, that's fine. If it's all of it, that's also fine. And I'm going to use a spread of 7 cards, and just cut the deck here. I'm going to put the 7 cards down for the energy of February. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the overall energy of the month. Okay, so we'll take a look at these together now and see where we go. So the first card is the Chariot. Now we had this in the yearly reading, I know. So although Mercury is still retrograde in February, it does feel as though the month is going to start off very driven. We know now we're on a journey. We've got to get there. We're holding on tight for dear life, but we've signed up for it and we're going for it, whatever happens. So it really feels as though February is not for the faint-hearted, but hey, we're all in it together. I'm not going to say it's a make or break month, but it feels as though the decisions you make, certainly in the first week of January, are going to be important. That's not to say they're cast in stone, but it really is about listening to what you feel energetically, what your heart's telling you, what feels right in your gut. Go with it. We are being guided. We're being helped so much right now. It's just a question of being open to listen to it. Second card is 5 of Cups. So this does seem to feel that you listen to your gut, and it may be, you may feel as though you're doing a U-turn, and you'll have regrets that, oh, if only I'd done this before, if I had done it sooner, if I'd seen it sooner. Forget it. Everything is perfect as it is. You know, she's got the 3 cups here that are broken and shattered, but she has still got the 2 cups here, and the 2 of Cups is symbolic of a deep soul union. It literally is a time now to reconnect with your soul, listen to what your soul's telling you. Your soul is like your internal GPS, and the connection for everyone is getting stronger. So really all I can urge you to do in February is really listen to your soul. It may feel as though you've stumbled off the path and you're not where you're supposed to be, wherever you believe that to be. You're not where you're supposed to be. The things that have happened have not supposed to have happened. The things you wanted to haven't happened yet. But your soul is on the case with you. Your soul knows what's going on. Really, really listen to your intuition in February. It is so important. I can't stress that enough. If you get a sudden idea to do something and you can do it, and it's at all feasibly possible and it will not hurt anyone, if it's a longing you have, go for it. It might be calling someone you haven't heard from for a long time. It might be writing a letter. It could, anything, whatever you are guided to do, listen. Really listen this month. The third card is the Queen of Swords. Okay, the Queens are all about the receptive energy of the suit. So swords are intellect, thoughts, actions. Quite often, traditionally, the Queen of Swords was seen as a divorced woman or a sharp businesswoman. The more domineering, harsh, go-getting, ballsy type of a woman, if you like. You know, if you think Margaret Thatcher, people like that type of energy. There is a place for that, and perhaps whether you're male or female, you will need this energy instead of going out there with the dynamic thrusting energy, the King of Swords. The males also will need this Queen of Swords energy. It is energy that will be needed, but be very cautious how you employ it, because words do hurt. So yes, you do need this energy to get you moving, get you through the month. Try and do it with a velvet glove. Don't deliberately go out to hurt and offend. Words have power, and whatever you need to say to get through the month and get things actioned and moving, yeah, fine, say it, but please be gentle and do not deliberately, and even don't deliberately hurt people, but also be aware that unintentionally words can hurt and be very, very cruel, and they do have a lasting impact. That's not to say that you might not slip up, but always know that you can energetically, those of you that work with Reiki will know what I'm talking about, but you can also set the intention, go back if you think, damn, I really shouldn't have said that to that person, I could, you know, oh, bite my tongue out, I really wish I hadn't said it. You can go back in meditation and go back to that time, and from your heart genuinely ask for forgiveness and ask for the impact of the words to be softened. You won't change the fact you've said them, but it will lessen the impact energetically on the person and the situation, and it really, really does help. Believe me, it does help. Card number 4 is the Four of Cups. So again, what is it you are asking for? You're asking for something here, which is a dream, and nothing wrong with dreaming. Are you really ready? 4 is about stability. It's as though there is something coming up this month that you're asking for emotionally with your heart and yearning for. Make sure you've done the physical work, the clearing work, the healing. It's almost preparing the ground, sowing the ground, preparing the ground to sow the seeds. You can want something to happen before it's ready, and it will not take root and establish. So really, really, really be very clear with your intention. Work on yourself, forgive others, really do all the preparation you can. And this also very strongly feels that you, when you go to bed at night, ask for help overnight to clear things. We can clear things when we sleep. Ask to be guided to do the work with grace and ease if possible as you sleep. Clear things, and then what you're dreaming about and wishing for, it can come down and manifest into reality. But February is very much a year of setting the groundwork in place. You do need boundaries, but be flexible with them, because if you're doing the work and you really want this thing to manifest, I'm not saying you need not weakened boundaries, but you need to go with the flow and have movable boundaries. So you'll know when to sit tight, but also know when to give leeway a little bit to let this energy come in. And that is the best way to work with the ebb and the flow of the energy this month. Very much because we have got the Chariot and the driven energy. So you've got, it's almost this, you've got the driven focus of the energy driving you forwards, but have some flexibility too. Have both. Nothing is set in stone. The 5th card for February is the 8 of Swords. And again, this feels, it's always a prison, not always, but in this case it is a prison of your own making. So there are events in your life where you are seeing restrictions, and actually this is linking in very, very strongly with the Four of Cups. So you've got the Four of Cups with the yes, I've just told you, you need to do the work, you need to get there, you need to focus, you need to get the groundwork laid in place. It almost feels as though on a very deep level there is an aspect of you which could be self-sabotaging here, because if you don't do the work and it doesn't happen, you can't fail. Which sounds ridiculous, but it's amazing how many times we play that game with ourselves. So really go within and look at where you are potentially almost building. It's almost as though you clear the path to move forwards, whether it's belief systems that you haven't cleared, whether it's what will other people think of me, what will family think of me, what will friends think of me, will I be judged? It doesn't matter if you are. If you're acting from your heart and asking for the highest good of all, it doesn't matter what people think of you. But it almost feels these questions will pop up, and it's, oh, and you're building little brick walls in front of you. You're literally setting traps to cause you to fail. So be very, very aware of that this month, where you might set out to achieve something, to do something, and this little, oh, hang on, and this little doubt will take you off path. Be focused. We're back to the Chariot energy. Be very focused in your determination and your energy. Don't be your own worst enemy. Really look after yourself and trust your gut. If you do waver and you do have these doubts as to, oh, what will my boss think? What will my children think? What will my partner think? Always go back into your heart and ask yourself, does it really matter? Is it what I want? Am I being guided by my internal wisdom? And if you are, trust. Trust, 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 trust. Do not trip yourself up this month. Okay, so you've also got the Hermit, and this is the first major arcana card here. So the Hermit is actually, this is exactly what I was just telling you to do here with the Eight of Swords. If you're doubting, go inside. 9 is almost completion. Really look at past patterns, analyse what you've done in the past, what hasn't worked. There is no point coming at the same situation with the same beliefs, same thought patterns, same actions, because you will get the same result. Really look into your heart, look into your soul, and do what you know is authentic to you. No one else, you. If it feels right to you, brilliant. If others don't like it, that's their problem. It's time now that we all, it goes back to this, we each do our own little piece of the jigsaw, and it will all slot into place beautifully. And in years to come we will see this. This time will be seen as a period of, through our individual growth, it really is. I know this has been taught in metaphysical circles for years. This is so tangible in the energy now that really every single person and their actions and their decisions, their thoughts, their intentions, the purity of their intentions is so, so important. And this feels so pervasive throughout February. It's all about what feels right for you, and know that by doing your own bit of work you really are adding to the collective. It really is so, so important. I can't stress that enough for this month, for February. Okay, so we've now got the Nine of Wands. So after the 9 major arcana of the Hermit, we've got the 9 of Wands, and again this feels like the whole thing we've been talking about when we've tripped up in the past, where we've followed the same paths, we've had good intentions, but we've fallen at the last hurdle. We've never quite got there, we've never quite broken. It's like the marathon runner, and they're heading for the tape, and they can't quite get there, and it really feels like that this month. It's been a heavy lifetimes and lifetimes of this, but the tape is there. We're almost there. We're all doing it collectively, and you're not down and out. You look at all these trials and tribulations, the experiences, the pain, the sorrows, the heartaches, the disappointments, and you've come through them all of them. They haven't, you may have been bent and broken, but you haven't been broken down that you couldn't pick up the pieces. 9 is about completion. So here we are, we've got the 9th wand here, and look at the beautiful, the light leading the way forward for you. The 9 of Wands. Come on, we can do this. Whatever you set your mind to this month, whatever the other cards have spoken to you about, you can do it. We can get there. So don't lose sight of that this month. Do not lose sight of the end is there. Our dreams are there. Life can be a struggle, but we're here now to make it heaven on earth, and the work we're doing, it's so important. So just go for it. Then every step forward you take, even if you take 2 steps forward, 1 step back, every step forward matters and is so important on the collective, for the whole collective, for humanity. So don't give up, keep on going. If something happens this month and you really feel as though you've got your back to the wall and that's it, you're done, just remember you're not. You are never sent more than you can deal with, and upsets this month may be difficult and traumatic and trying. In the midst of it, if this does apply to anyone out there listening to this, in the midst of any disappointments or upsets this month, I'd ask that you just stop, take a calming, centering breath, and look back into your past, and you will see darker days than that, and you've come shining through them. So always know, whatever lands on your doorstep in February, you can deal with it. We're all in this together. We can all deal with it. Something to remember for February. And the overall energy for February is, wow, Ace of Pentacles. So new beginnings, and it's you've got the acorns. So you've got the hedgehog, which has been slumbering. It really does feel as though these energies are shifting. I know this has been supported astrologically as well, but purely if we're just looking at the tarot energy here, we've been through the dark winter. The hedgehog is now coming out of hibernation. You've got the acorns, you've got pentacles, new beginnings, completion, wholeness. Let's get through February, and the energy in March is going to be so different. It really is going to be so different. So all in all, summing up the cards, I would say collectively energy, it's going to be quite a trying month. For some of you it may feel quite dark. It really is the darkest hour before the dawn, and March is going to be so much different. I hope this has given you some comfort for February. It's not all, this is just the energetic overview. Some of these things will resonate with some of you more than others. February, what I want to say to you is keep on keeping on, and come March time it will be well worth it. It really will. If any of you are guided to book a tarot reading with me, you can do so on my website. Details are underneath this video. If you've any questions or would like to know more about the tarot or what I do, please feel free to email me, and I'll see you same time next month for a look at March, which is going to be so much lighter. In the meantime, have a blessed and magical February, and so it is.